It's BMG Radio. Welcome back, everybody. This week, BMG Radio is talking headshots and TV stupidity. And, well, headshots and TV talks. That kind of sounds like go together. Yeah. So, let's get to it. After the music. I like the music. Let's listen to that. There we go. All right, I'm going to just take the music off. Yeah, hi. How's it going, everybody? We're back. BMG Radio this week. I'm going to be talking about a few things. And if you want me to talk about anything in particular or you want me to bring up something, mention it in the chat, and I'll sporadically check it. Oh, CP's in the chat. Hey, darling. How's it going? Just in case anyone's wondering, CP calls me sweetie. I call him darling. It's just the way life is. And if you have a problem with that, well, it's not mine. So, yeah. So I saw a couple movies this weekend. And if you check my channel, you might already saw that I did a John Wick review. It's a minute review, and it's basically me just saying headshots a lot. Because, yeah. John Wick shoots people in the head a lot. Excuse me. Yeah, I loved the movie. I'll be honest. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. My hair's not staying where I want it to. Yeah, no, it was really good. So check that out. It's a minute long. It's a minute of your life you'll never get back, but tough luck. You get to see me say headshot a bunch. I also have recorded a Lego Batman review, and I'll tell you how I got to go see Lego Batman, which is really cool. I work at my brain's not working. We're at a day program for people with special needs. Like, just they need a bit more help than everyone else in different ways. And one of the guys there, he's awesome. I'm not going to name him because I don't know. There's stuff like confidentiality in some degrees. But he showed me he wanted to see the Lego Batman movie. And part of the thing is we go to see movies sometimes. And I'm just like, yeah. And now we get along real well. And so he kind of said, hey, I want to see it with you. And so we made it happen. So on Friday morning at 11 o'clock, we went and saw Lego Batman. And we went with a bunch of other people. It was really cool. And he had a good time. I had a good time. It's tons of fun. And I'm going to be seeing it again, actually, with my family next Monday. So not like this Monday that we're currently in as you're watching this, or maybe in the future you're not. But it's currently Monday. Next Monday in Canada, or most of Canada, there's something called Family Day, which is just a day off to basically be with your family. And, yeah, so we're lame because we're like, other people go like, doing these epic things on Family Day, but we're not doing that. We are going to be going to see Lego Batman on Family Day. Yeah, because I have the day off work. My wife has the day off work. My kids have the day off school. So it's day to do something as a family. And so, yeah, we're going to see Lego Batman then. But I've already seen it, and I had a great time with it. And my review will be up tomorrow probably. It's a minute review, so it's, again, very quick. And I'll just say I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it got Batman in every way. It makes fun of Batman, but also takes Batman incredibly seriously in a lot of ways. And just it references everything. So whoever was writing it, I don't know who wrote it in particular, but they did a good job. They very thorough. And it references the Nolan movies and everything else. So it's just, yeah, it's good. All right, so that's John Wick with the headshots. That's Lego Batman. Before I get on to anything else, I'm going to talk about something that I've noticed happening, and it's probably going to keep happening, and it's going to drive me nuts. I don't know about you, but I love movies. I love TV shows too. Don't get me wrong. And I don't mind when a TV show does well enough that they turn into a movie. But I hate, pretty much hate, like I could maybe come up with a few exceptions, but overall I hate when they take a movie and turn it into a TV show. Now, a little while ago they did this with Lethal Weapon. And I'll be honest, I haven't watched any of it because I can't bring myself to it because I love Lethal Weapon in a lot of ways. And yeah, I love the character of Riggs and Murtaugh and characters of Riggs and Murtaugh and just like the thought that they were turning into, and then I saw the cast and it was just like, I don't know, Damon Wayans as Murtaugh. I don't know. It's just, it bugged me. But saying that, there's something that bugs me even more that they're doing now. And that I don't know if it's everywhere. I'm assuming America has it. I don't know the rest of the world, but we'll see. They've turned Training Day into a TV show. Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, Anton Fuqua, Training Day into a TV show, and they've inverted the roles. So the Denzel Washington character is basically being played by Bill Paxton. And I don't know who the Ethan Hawke player is being like. But it's like, so they got a white guy as the kind of older corrupt cop, and you got a black guy as the younger naive cop. Why? Why would you do this? It's just, you take a movie that's really good, and like finally, I believe Denzel won the Oscar for that. Now he probably should have won it for other things, but they gave it to him because they, like, I don't know. It's the Oscars are all stupid, so but still, he deserves. He's a talent, and that movie is very good. And Antoine Fuqua, he was able to direct it in a particular way because he had like a high level of street cred in Los Angeles that no other film crew ever been in before. And then they're turning it into a TV show, and it's just, wow. There has to be something else you guys can do. Yeah, I don't know. It bugs me. Another TV show that it doesn't bug me, but I just think it's stupid. That I'm just going to talk about quickly is like the idea is nice, but I watched the first episode and was like, yeah, I don't need to see anymore. There's a show called Powerless, which is supposed to look at a division of Wayne Enterprises that makes stuff like gadgets and stuff to deal with the average day person having to get involved with superheroes. So it's like, a suit that expands to protect you, and a tracker so you can like know when a bad guy's in the area and all this kind of stuff. And it's got Alan Tudyk, who's, I love him. He was Wash in Firefly, and he's done a lot of the great stuff. And but I watched the first episode and was just like, yeah, this is so lame. I'm like, it kind of sounds like a cool idea, but it's lame. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on TV shows being turned from movies or movie concepts being put into TV shows? Yeah, I don't know what else. I didn't really want to talk about much else tonight, believe it or not. I didn't scour the movie news. I'll talk about the fact that I saw some Guardians of the Galaxy, or not Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess Justice League Infinity Gauntlet stuff. I posted it on my Facebook. It shows like Star-Lord, Iron Man, Peter Parker, like all standing together talking, not as like in character, like all the actors. And it's just, but it kind of goes throughout the fact of this is going to be huge. It's going to be all the Avengers and all the Guardians of the Galaxy and Spider-Man, and it's going to be one big, and Thanos. We're finally seeing him do more than sit in a chair. The Dark Side ripoff, the Dark Seed, depending on how you want to say it, but it's Dark Side. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I hope it's good. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. We're kind of superheroed out a little bit on some level. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, so moving on to I put it out in the world. Hold on, because it says a few people there. No, it's just CP. Oh, he thinks Lethal Weapon show is quite tolerable. Oh, and my daughter just popped on. Yeah, the CP. Watch the Training Day stuff and tell me what you think. I'm not gonna watch it. I can't. But yeah. Hello, my daughter. Okay, back to thing. I get distracted by the chat. So hold on. Let me just go back to the thing I'm supposed to go to. Yeah, I don't know. Do Letterboxd. I've been actually keeping up with my Letterboxd, and I've been making. Here, I'll give a shout out to my own Letterboxd. I've been making best of lists for 2017, which I've only seen 4 movies, 16, 15, and 14. So, and I've seen like in 2014, I've seen like 130 movies, 140 movies out of that year. So yeah, just I've been keeping up, and I've been keeping my diary active. So let's kind of go through what I've been watching, and we will. I'm gonna go start with. We'll do February so far because I don't think I talked about it last time. So I'm gonna probably be doing a Classic Tuesday for this, but on the 1st of February we watched Marnie. Now here's a stupidity check. Marnie is an Alfred Hitchcock film. Now I got this nice big thick Alfred Hitchcock set that has 15 movies in it, and I've had it for a couple of years. But I've looked at his filmography, and every time I've looked at it, I've seen this movie's name, and I in my head inverted letters and have been calling it Marine this entire time. Literally, even with my family, I was like, "Oh, he did a movie called Marine," and even watching the movie, when the title came up, my brain went Marine. And then the title character is named Marnie, and her name gets said a bunch, and I had that sinking feeling going, I think I'm an idiot. And, whatever. So, no, saying that, Marnie, very good movie. Sean Connery, actually, it was funny. I watched the behind-the-scenes stuff, and this was right after Dr. No. So Alfred Hitchcock didn't even know who Sean Connery was. He just heard about him. He's like, oh, this guy who's doing a spy movie in Britain. And so like he's like, I gotta tell him to send over a tape. And but it's basically about a woman who, due to some stuff happens, she doesn't have good relations with men, and she steals a lot. And then Sean Connery's character kind of realizes what's going on with her, but falls in love with her anyways and tries to help her. And the adventures they go on. Let's put it that way. So it's really good. Tippi Hedren is the woman, and it's it's Hitchcock. So what do you want? It's Hitchcock is Hitchcock, and it's well done. So I watched it on the first. I give that 4 birds out of 5. On the second, which is Groundhog's Day, guess what we watched? Groundhog Day. Yeah. Bill Murray, favorite actor of mine. Bill Murray, love him. And I've seen this movie I don't know how many times, but every time I watch it, I'm still impressed with the continuity that they're able to pull off. And especially if you look in the background of certain things where you're like, no, they seriously got the car going at the same time every day or every setup and stuff. And it's kind of impressive. And it's Bill. Oh, I'm so tired today. I don't know why. I was homesick today from work and everything. It's Bill Murray at one of his best roles, and yeah, so goes without saying I give it 5 birds out of 5. It's one of his best movies. On the third, we watched Police Academy 2, Their First Assignment. We have all the Police Academy movies on DVD. My daughters have only seen the first one. We're slowly going through them, and so that was one of the ones that I believe. Who picked that? My brain's not working. I think my wife picked it. I don't know. One of them picked it. So somebody picked it other than me. Zion picked it. That's who, my youngest. So, yeah. Police Academy 2. Good times. Fun movie. I have lots of fond memories of Police Academy 2. And I give it 3 beards out of 5. It's a continuation. Police Academy movies are exactly what they are. Like, you know what you're getting. And they get progressively worse. First one's pretty great, and then the second one's good, and then the third one's okay, and the fourth one, fifth one. And by the time you get to the sixth, seventh one, it's like, nah, it's not worth watching, really. But, you know, you do anyways. I'll get to it. My daughter wants me to talk about something, so I'll get to that. And have me write it down. Yeah. All right. So I think she's the only one watching right now. CP gave up on me. On the 4th, we watched Focus. We watched it on Netflix. We don't know it yet. It's a good little film. Will Smith and Margot Robbie. And man, does she look good. Like, she's just an attractive woman, and she can act. And yeah, national treasure for Australia, I gotta say. But yeah, it's a good movie. Not great, but it's good, solid. I give it 3 beards out of 5, which is, for me, 3 beards out of 5 means, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. 2.5 was, it was a good movie, but it had a fair bit of flaws. So Focus was, it worked exactly for what it was supposed to be. On the 6th, I watched Jim Gaffigan Cinco. It's a comedy special on Netflix. I've watched a few Jim Gaffigan movies, like specials. He's the very white, pasty comic, if you don't know. He's all right. There's not. It was a good way to kill like 70 minutes, and it was just like we wanted to put something on that was lighthearted and easy to watch. And he makes me laugh, but only like occasionally. So it's like every 6 or 7 minutes he'll say something that makes me chuckle, and once or twice in the special he'll make me laugh a lot. But not bad, man. So I'll give that 3 beards out of 5. Next, I watched Lego Batman on the 10th. I already talked about that, but and I'm not going to give you the score just because I'm going to let you wait to watch it tomorrow for my review of that. My one daughter went away for the weekend, so my youngest Zion got to pick a movie that we'd seen before. She picked Ocean's 11, the George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon awesomeness fest. Steven Soderbergh, man, like I've watched some of his stuff and it's just okay, but Oceans is, I think, got to be one of his best movies. I don't know. Name me a better one, really, from Steven Soderbergh. I know he's done a few things. Like I think he did Traffic and stuff, but I don't know. It's like the subject matter is obviously not as impactful, but overall, it's a great movie, and the cast, and it's just funny. And I don't know how many times I've watched Ocean's 11 now, but it's held its ground. So I think it's his best movie as far as I know. Like, I don't know, I haven't watched every Soderbergh movie, but I give it 5 beards out of 5. It's one of those classic ones that have come around in the, when is it? Let's see, 2001. So it is 16 years old. So it's not 20 yet, but you know, in the last 16 years, it's one of the best movies that's come out, especially heisty movies. Then I watched John Wick 2. Check my review for that, but if you really want to know, I'll give it 4.5 beards out of 5. It's fantastic. It's tons of fun. I really enjoyed it. Then, long story short, we had no kids for the night. It was good. Not that good, sorry, but it was good. So we got to watch another movie, and I showed my wife a movie called Baytown Outlaws. If you've never seen Baytown Outlaws, it's a ton of fun. It's these 3 super redneck guys that rescue a kid who's disabled, trying to get her to her godmother, and Billy Bob Thornton's trying to kill them and stuff, and with biker chicks and guys in big Waterworld type vehicles. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. It's stupid, it's silly, and it's a ton of fun. And I give it 3 beards out of 5. Last night we watched Dirty Harry, the original Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood. Again, if you know me, which most people do who watch this, huge Clint Eastwood fan. He's he's my favorite actor, tied with Bill Murray, because they're so freaking different. I can have that. And yeah, the original Dirty Harry. Showed it to my daughters, It has some issues. It does. It's really dark in some spots, and by dark I mean like not lit well, and it's a little slow in parts. But the character of Dirty Harry of Harry Callahan is just like Clint was born to play this character. It's just he has so much charisma, but at the same time, just so much attitude of he's so annoyed with everything and just he's willing to kill people. Wanda just mentioned me on something. I don't know what. Oh, he gave me a shout out on Twitter for this thing. Cool. And we just finished watching, literally. I haven't put it in my letterbox yet, but I'm going to mention it anyways. I just showed my daughters The Accountant. I unfortunately haven't bought this movie yet. I got her at the library today. I want to buy it. It's on my list, but I'm not spending $15. I'll wait until I get cheaper. But I saw The Accountant last year, and so far it's still I think it's in my top 10 from last year because I haven't seen a lot of those Oscar buzz movies yet. But I really like it. Ben Affleck gives a really good performance, and as a person who works in the field of, I don't work in an actual field. I work in a building, but I work in the field of special needs and developmental disabilities, and autism is a big thing for many of the people that I support and work with. I think they get it right in this film. I'll be honest. I think they it's not a crutch. It's part of the guy's character, and it's looked at in a realistic way in a lot of ways. Now, the father does in this film is terrible, but in his opinion, this is what was teaching his son to do he molded his son into the person he thought he could mold him to be. And in those circumstances, I think it's accurate on what kind of situational, person would happen. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I give it 4 beards out of 5. I think it's a really solid movie. Gavin O'Connor, the only thing, I can't say what, it's missing one thing at the very end, and I can't tell you because if you haven't seen it, it will spoil it for you. But there should have been one, at the very last scene, there should have been something there. Then they just didn't do it. If whoever private messaged me, if you really want to know what I'm thinking. I gained 2 viewers and lost 2. So that's what I've been watching now. I've been asked to talk about edible panties from CP. Strawberry raspberry, I guess, but no. And then I was asked about the Ghost in the Shell trailer by my friend Bear. I haven't watched it yet, the new one. I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. I want to see the movie, but I'm not super stoked about it. Okay. I've yet to see the anime. It's been one of those things that I've never seen. I'm planning on watching it the next little while, but it looks cool, like the anime and the live action, but I don't know. A lot of other movies I'm more excited for. Super Bowl trailers. What did I think? Nothing blew me away. They're all okay. And Patrick, my friend Patrick, asked me, what's my favorite 3D kid movie? I don't got one. I hate 3D. I really do. And so I don't think I've seen many movies in 3D that were kids movies that, nothing that stuck out that I can even remember. I'll tell you my favorite movie in 3D. How about that instead? And I've talked about this before, but my favorite movie in 3D is Harold and Kumar's Christmas movie in 3D, because they make fun of 3D, but in making fun of 3D, they use 3D incredibly effectively. And I don't know. It makes me laugh, and it's a terrible fun movie. And they use 3D well, but most of the time they don't use 3D well. And I generally am going to yawn right now. I generally avoid 3D if I can. I'll go to what they seem to do here is if you want to watch the 3D or you don't want to watch the 3D one, they put it on a Saturday. They put the 2D one on a Saturday. One showing at 4:00. I don't know why. I think it's because they know if they put it at the same time as the regular times, people will pick 2D because it's $3 cheaper per ticket at least. And I think 3D has run its course. overall. I don't remember the last time I was impressed with 3D. And every time I've been forced to buy the ticket, it's just been like, yeah, would have been fine seeing that in 2D. It didn't make a difference. So I don't know. The only time the last 3DS that was used inventively, at least I'll say, was Ghostbusters, where they only because they put a frame around the picture, so just the thin one, but so that when things came towards the screen, it looked like it was coming out of the frame. But because of that, you lose a bit of the picture on the screen. Like you lose edges around the picture, it makes it smaller. So just for the effects, and again, it's over within seconds every time they do it, and so is it really worth wasting? Overall, 3D sucks. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna check the chat in a second. My daughter is desperate for me to tell you about Fairy Tail. Do you know Fairy Tail? Fairy Tail is an anime. And it's all about a magical land where magical things happen, and there's this magical guild called Fairy Tail where there's this big boobed girl named Lucy who is kind of the person you see everything through because she's new to Fairy Tail and she's a wizard. She's a celestial wizard. See, I'm paying attention. Yeah. So far, I've watched 5 or 6 episodes. There's 280, whatever. But my daughters are both a little nutty about it. My youngest, way more nutty than the oldest. But she's got me turned on to it, and it's entertaining, as animes go. I don't watch a lot of anime anymore. I don't know. The anime is a bit different now than when I was a kid. Anime, when I was a kid, when I was Akira, back with Akira and all that stuff, and I Fist of the North Star, G-Force, Battle of the Planets anime, I don't know. It's just different. Voltron, which is Go Lion and stuff. It's just, anime now has turned into people freaking out with giant eyes, and then all of a sudden they're small little characters, and so it's still entertaining. It's just, it's a different world than what I remember. But if you're in the mood for some anime and you want a good new show, I highly recommend Fairy Tail. You can find most episodes dubbed into English on YouTube. That's how we're watching them. So, all right. I'm not doing YouTuber of the week or anything. 6 seconds awesome. I'm not. Here's something I'll hark on. I bought for Christmas, or after Christmas in Bucksy, I bought 3 movies from Amazon for $25. It was buy 3 for $25, and some of them were $14.99, $10 and $14. So I bought 3 movies. 2 were $14.99 each, so it was $30, and then the one was $10. But you get them all for $25. Cool deal. And at the same time, I got the Guillermo del Toro trilogy set. If you see my old couple weeks back, 4 weeks back, 5 weeks back of BMG Radio, you can see it. So I got that, which is separate, but in the same order, I got the 3 things were To Catch a Thief. Oh, frick, what was the other one? I think Demolition Man and Once Upon a Time in the West. Well, everything else shipped except Once Upon a Time in the West. And then this week, this was ordered on the 26th of December. And this week, I finally got a thing from them saying, hey, we're still looking for it for you. And then the next day, I literally got another thing from them saying, hey, we can't find it anywhere, so we will be canceling the order and refunding you. And I don't know what that looks like exactly because, again, I bought it in 3 for $25 deal. I have no clue what that looks like. And I even called them, which took a while to find the number because I guess Amazon's used to people emailing them. But I finally got a lady on the line who was nice enough to go through the whole thing with me. And she's like, yes, it is canceled and you will find a refund. I don't within the next 6 weeks, you should be refunded something. I don't know what because it's $14.99, but the $25, I don't know. It's confusing. Overall, though, Amazon has been incredibly good. I don't know where you buy stuff. HMV is a place in Pickering in Canada, which was a store which is just closing down. And I'll be probably trying to pick the bones of that place soon. But there's not many places. There's Best Buy and Walmart are the 2 main places you can buy movies. now in Canada. So I don't know. Like Amazon seems to be the way to go as far as I'm concerned. I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, and this is the first time they've been like, "Sorry, we just can't find it." So I don't know. What are your experiences with Amazon? Let me know. And okay, quick. I'm going to go to the question thing. All right. My daughters love me because I talked about Fairy Tale, and that's about it. All right, so cool. So that's it for BMG Radio this week. I apologize for the kind of the rushness of this being thrown together. YouTube isn't an interesting place for me. Like, there's times when I'm just like, is it worth it? And then there's times when I'm like, yeah, this is total fun. So, saying that, I don't know. I'm BMG Radio doesn't take much out of my thing. I think I need to be a bit more prepared for it, and I apologize that I'm not. But at the same time, you're not paying for this, so if you're still around, good for you. That's cool. You're probably my friend. And that's all I got. I don't know. What are your thoughts? What would you like me to talk about? Leave a comment, which I know no one will because no one ever leaves a comment. Like, I don't know. I have friends they have a very loyal fan base that loves to comment, but I don't get any comments. And usually when I do, they're usually very one-off, particularly for BMG Radio. They're very like, you suck, but it's like this and this and this. And it's just like, it's not a conversation starter, really. It's just whatever. I'm just blabbering now. Yeah. You got anything? No, me neither. All right, I'm gonna put the end music on just because I have it, and because Tim Hurley from the Late Reviews, who I'm gonna plug every time I can, was nice enough to make me a theme song. So, and the guy's incredibly talented. If you haven't checked out Tim Hurley from the Late Reviews, I highly recommend checking him out. I'm gonna turn the camera off for a second. There we go. So, yeah. Thank you for sticking around as much as you did. Let me know if there's something you want me to talk about. Lately, I just haven't had much I wanted to say. And then this whole TV thing came up, and it was just like, yeah, I want to talk about TV shows being stupid. So, but other than edible panties, which CP brought up, what would you like me to talk about? You got any questions? You got any concerns? Any ideas? And yeah. Until next time, stay bearded. And as always, YouTube Segway.